He lost a leg.
Okay, first time the bucks came back, like in Paris this year. That's the 3-legged buck that we've got walking around. I think he's last year's 5x7. Some woodies flying over. That's the 4-point right there. He's definitely a 4-point. This guy, I think last year he was our 5x7, but you can see he's missing that rear leg on his left side. He is going to grow some funky antlers this year. Look at that leg. I've contacted Fish and Game. They won't do anything about him because he's getting around just fine. And if they did do anything about him, they'd just come out and shoot him. And he's hanging out with usually 2 does. And I was hanging out with that, what's going to be a 4-point. Already out to his ears, mature buck. But the body on that 3-legged deer is astronomical in comparison. Look at that. That's got to be the 5x7 from last year. He's just huge. You can see he's really ribby though. Really ribby. Look at that. He's kind of thin. Sorry, the fence fell. He's kind of thin. But he's getting around fairly decent. He's eating. And look at the antler growth he's got going on. I mean, it's surpassing that dude right there. And you can see that guy's got, he's branching already on his forks. So he's going to be a decent 4-point. That dude, much bigger bodied deer. But missing a leg. I hope he makes it a couple more years. He is such a good looking animal. You can look in his butthole like it's, you know, he just paid $10,000 for an OnlyFans account and he's getting his money's worth, isn't he? Good looking deer though. 3 legs and all. But look at that. Oh, look, another butt. Hey, he's going to be a good looking 4x4. Y'all can't argue with that. He's already branched out to the sides. He's already at his ear width. He's a mature buck. Look at that body, though. He's all scrawny. He looks skinny. We got good forage in the neighborhood. There's lots of farms around. There's lots of veggies growing. Monster buck. He's going to have some funky antlers, but goddamn, he's big. And then we got this dude 20 yards away. Apples aren't even growing on the tree, but he's rubbing on the apple tree. That's the apple tree. Good looking deer. Oh, that's arrow worthy. I don't care where you're at. That's a good looking buck. Three legs. Look at that stump kicking. That poor boy. Oh, he's gonna bed down. There you go. Yeah, I think he was last year's 5x7. We had a deer that was out here that got hit by a car, and he had an antler growing straight out to the side, but he hasn't shown up yet this year with antlers as far as I can tell. This buck, he's been hanging out since December with that broken leg, missing leg I should say. Good looking deer. He's so pretty. Look at him. I've been hoping he'd make it. I called the game warden, and I mean, they said the only thing they could do would be to come out and put him down. But, you know, that was months ago, and obviously he's eating well enough. Look at his headgear. Like, he's growing some good antlers. That buck, on the other hand, has all 4 legs and is scrawny as hell. Alright, folks, you have a good one. And go back to Mr. Pretty Boy over here.